That's always helpful.
Mm.
The Dorkening and all affiliated shows are not intended for anyone under the age of 18. The following may contain discussions or scenes that have adult situations, graphic violence, nudity, strong sexual content, and graphic language. This show is intended for mature audiences only. Viewer discretion is advised.
Everyone thinks because you're a zombie, you don't know good coffee. Well, they're wrong. We have very active lifestyles. It's not all wandering the countryside aimlessly or scaring passing motorists. And we all love a good cup of joe. And there's only one brew that gets my seal of approval. Deadly Grounds coffee is my guilty pleasure. Bold, robust, delicious. It's coffee that can wake the dead. With over a dozen different roasts and flavors, Deadly Grounds can satisfy the most finicky of coffee addicts. The aroma is so intoxicating. It brings all of my neighbors out of the woodwork. Deadly Grounds coffee. Coffee to die for and zombie approved. It's good to get a little deadly. Use the front door! Oh, they're so disgusting.
Persons under 18 will not be admitted.
I'm choosing to ignore the cuts and bumps and bruises. I'm cruising through these haters, leave them looking stupid. They foolish if they think they'll ever hear my conclusion. I'm through with all these part-timers and their excuses. I'm bruising eagles left and right every time I do this. I'm shooting for the top, no I'll never settle where you did. The future's in my hands, my grip will never loosen. My crew is ready to obtain the absolution, removing any doubt that we was ever fooling.
What's happening, everybody? Welcome to another kick-ass episode of Still Toking with. Yeah, you know who I am. It's right there somewhere. Yeah. There it is. Right in the corner. No, I'm excited for tonight. As always, this is the second episode in a 4-part series celebrating the 50th anniversary of Little House on the Prairie. So that's all I'm going to say for now. But as always, let's see. Sparkly. We're going to call him Sparkly tonight. The Sparkly one himself, Mr. Jeffrey Mark.
I'm so sparkly. Hi. So happy to be here. I love being here with you. I love being here with Ben. And I love being here with our guest, who was indeed part of the Little House on the Prairie family. Good heavens, there were a lot of children on this show. And I pride myself on having met or known just about every child star with the exception of Judy Garland and Shirley Temple. So we have another wonderful young talent here. Please to welcome to our show, Jennifer Donati.
Hello. Hi, everybody. Thanks for having me on.
Welcome.
Our pleasure. And hey, Jeff Holman, we miss you.
Yes, that's our other co-host that's doing family stuff. But apparently he's not doing family stuff like he's supposed to be because he's watching the show.
Oh, tattletale.
Tisk. No, I'm just kidding. So welcome to the Nut House, as we call it.
So Jennifer, you're so young to be celebrating the 50th anniversary of anything.
Right. You're right. Thank you. I am not old enough to be celebrating 50 years of anything. I came in towards the very end. I started in season 8. So that would have been in 82.
Yep.
So I'm actually, I just turned 44.
Wow, you are a youngin'.
So
Golly.
obviously, because you came in as a literal baby.
7 weeks old.
Yeah, tweren't your idea.
No.
So how did mom hook this up for you?
So my mom didn't necessarily want to do this either, but she had a friend that worked at the casting agency, and my mom had just had twins. And she said, the studios are always looking for twins, and maybe you could go do a commercial or do something just for fun now that you're staying at home. Well, our very first call was to go meet Michael Landon, and nobody says no to Michael. So there we go. We were off to the races.
Were you at any, because you were on for 2 seasons, is that correct?
Yeah, about halfway through season 8 and then season 9.
Were you conscious of what you were doing, or you were just there and stuff was happening around you?
I was just there. That's the real me, just trying to figure out what the heck everybody else was doing. I always had a very vague, far away look and just watching everybody. I think I was very blown away by what was going on. What were we doing?
I was gonna say, at 7 weeks old, they're like bobbleheads, dude.
And I wasn't on much in that first couple of months. I think there was a side profile every now and then. And I think a lot of the times they just had a doll.
But our friends who are watching, the reason for all of this is that children under the age of 6 months or 8 months are only allowed to be under the lights 10 minutes at a time.
Oh.
And when you're shooting a scene, it could take 10 minutes just to get someone to stand on their mark. So they had to have twins and dolls because by law, it's not good for babies' eyes to have those very heavy lights in their eyes for more than that period of time. Right. In case you're wondering why we're saying all this.
Sorry.
But it was you and your sister.
It was me and my sister, Sarah. She actually passed away when we were kids, so she doesn't get to do this.
Ooh, sorry.
Well, I am sorry too.
Well, it was now 30 some odd years now since she's been gone. So it's been a whole nother lifetime ago.
We Ben and Jeff and I do research before we talk with people, just so we can talk intelligently. And all three of us, in doing research, there's like nothing available about your sister, like just nothing. So we were like, should we bring her up? Is it a painful thing? Is there a story that shouldn't be told? We didn't know.
No, for me, it doesn't bother me. But unfortunately, when I'm talking to people, I can already see where the conversation's going to go. And I see the cliff that everybody's about to go off of. So I do try to bring it up as quickly as I can and
move past it.
Yeah, because it doesn't, yes, it would be nice for her to be here. There's moments where it gets me, like the very first 50th anniversary in Simi Valley, looking across the room and seeing all the twins together. And then I was the only one that didn't have my twin. But for the most part, everything like I said, it's another life.
How old were you when this happened?
We were 9. We were 9.
So old enough to really imprint,
yes,
but not old enough to have shared a whole lot of life.
right. Mostly fighting. Mostly arguing and fighting. I did.
Do you have other siblings?
I have 2 other little sisters. Yes.
Was it different having a twin as opposed to the other 2, or is it just sisters?
It was just like sisters, except for I do remember my mom would always do the tag along thing. So if one of us was going to a party, we both had to go. Not the other ones, but the 2 of us had to go everywhere together. But other than that, I think we all fought the same. My other sisters are much younger, so there wasn't a lot of fighting with them. They're 5 and 7 years younger. So, yeah, they were the babies. They were doing their own thing.
Right.
People, when I talk with folks, I've for some reason I've known a lot of twins in my life, and people lump twins like it's all this. Oh, you all have this psychic connection, and you all feel with. Well, some of them do, and a lot of them don't. Right. Everybody's experience as a twin seems to be individual.
Right. I wouldn't say that we had that so much. We were fraternal, so we were not identical twins. I don't know if that plays some part in it. We were actually very opposite of each other. She was very outgoing. I was very quiet. But I also was hyperactive, if that makes sense, and she was not.
Right.
So I don't know. I was busy until you noticed me. then I stopped. Where she loved the attention. She would do things just to get the attention.
I've always wondered when girl twins aren't identical, why they're called fraternal instead of sororitical.
I don't know. That's a good question.
We want to know these things.
Sure, a guy came up with it.
Ben is just shaking his head. Jeffrey, Mark, you're out of your mind. All right.
Well, I knew you were out of your mind,
but you're laughing, so you're as guilty as I am.
That is true. That is true. We do want to bring up, because we're early in the episode in the interview here, the 50th anniversary reunion, the last one of the year, Simi Valley, December 12th through 14th. All the information is in the show notes, folks, up above, down below, depending on where you're watching or listening to us. So if you're in that area, or if you're not, get off your ass, go out there, meet some of these incredible people. We've had multiple on the show. There's just some of them, just saying, just some of them. So I had to get that out of the way right away. Yeah, now we can just chat.
I've been friends with Allison for like 20 years. Is it true she kind of sort of found you as an adult?
Her. Well, okay, so they came to a Comic-Con in Bakersfield, which is where I live. And I had been out of touch with them since we left the show. And I think I tried reaching out to Melissa Gilbert on Facebook Messenger. She didn't answer. And I'm like, I don't know how you, I know, right?
Right? Like, how can you just dish your child like that?
I don't think she ever even opened it. Now, the number of messages I get on Facebook, I understand why people don't open those. But my husband was like, if you want to meet them, this is probably your chance to go to do it. So I went over there, bought a ticket, got in line, and the rest was history. And she wasn't even there that time, actually. Huh. She was supposed to be there. She had a table and a poster, but something happened. And I can't remember what it was, but she was actually not there.
Well, Allison's a total pro. She's a cottage industry. She is a force of nature. She wasn't there. She was either deathly ill, or her husband was deathly ill, or something.
I think she had a cross. There was some other thing that she was supposed to be doing,
or a chance to make money.
Yeah,
that sounds good.
Allison's amazing. I love her. She is,
and Dean and I are good buddies too.
Oh yeah, Dean is a good guy too. He was the first one I actually went up to and talked to.
what kind of response did you get when you walked up and talked to them? Were they like,
Well,
"Oh my god," or they were like, "Huh?"
they were like, huh? Because once me and Dean got past our intro, which was interesting because he heard one thing, I said something completely different. But because he's a man and I walked up and said I was your baby, he heard you. He thought I was coming up and telling him that he was my father, my real father. So he had an absolute heart attack. Yeah, I could have worded that better when I walked up. But I didn't know what to say.
I can just see his face.
Oh, just all the blood left his face. And he finally figured out what was going on. The whole story is in my book if you ever get a hold of that.
We'll talk about that in a minute.
Oh. But once we got past all of that, Dean's like, I've met baby Rose, the twins, and you're not her. And he had forgotten, most of the cast had forgotten that there was 2 sets of twins.
That was my next question.
So yeah, he's looking at me like, who is this crazy lady that's, but of course I have my work permits and all the everything from being on the show. And he found out that, yeah, indeed, there was 2 sets of twins. The casting director did a great job, though, because as babies, we looked very, very similar.
So can you imagine how long the hours were on the Little House set? They needed 2 sets, so they needed 4 babies
Well,
just to have enough time to film everything.
Well, on the TV show, there was just me and my sister. When they canceled the show, that's when my mom finally said, okay, we're done. And they came back and said they wanted to do the movies to wrap it up. And my mom said, we're not coming back. So that's where the other set of twins came. They did the last TV movie.
You heard it here, folks, because there's conflicting information out there.
Oh my gosh, tell me about it.
So now you're hearing the truth from the pretty girl's mouth. So, and she's Italian, so she's telling you the truth.
By marriage.
Well, not going to say it. Not going to say it. Yes, I am. By injection, but hey.
Oh, but
I'll just stare at you till you finish laughing. Go ahead.
Oh my god. Okay.
I forgot what I was even saying.
There was 2 sets of twins.
2 sets of twins. Oh, well, it's back then there was no internet. So when my family left the show, we never looked back. The second set of twins ended up being credited for the entire thing. So the confusion online is deep, about 40 years deep.
Wow.
That's a big mistake for SAG-AFTRA to make.
Yeah. But I don't know. I've spent the last 3 years trying to fix it, but I don't know that it will ever be completely sorted.
Even IMDb doesn't exactly have it right.
No. I've been working. Do you know Stephen Wishnoff?
Very well.
I have been working with him to get that updated and corrected and credited to which episodes I was actually in.
And Steve, if you're watching, we love you. Continue to get better, please, because we love you. He's had a hard year with his health.
He has. I just talked to him the other day. He does really well until he's not. He needs a timeout. But,
uber talented man, and
very, very good guy.
Yes, he is. I met him at Dawn Wells's house originally. Dawn Wells from Gilligan's Island, Marianne. She threw me a birthday party and invited Steve to the party for me to meet. And we've been friends ever since.
That's amazing. You guys have the craziest stories. Every time I talk to Steven, there's a crazy story.
You don't know the half.
Oh, I'm sure I don't. I don't know that I'll ever know it all.
And that will be in Mr. Mark's memoirs,
which is coming out next year.
Oh, good. Nice.
But
we're here to talk about you, not about me.
You have your memoir, More Than Just The Prarie. It was released, I believe, last year.
Was it last year or the year before? It was the Simi Valley's 50th. I feel like we've been doing the 50th anniversary now for a couple of years.
Probably.
So,
So what was your motivation? What you're writing a book is a big deal. It's not an easy thing to do. And
is.
most people facing your own history is, ugh. What was your motivation?
My motivation was when I started doing these fan events and these long lines of people asking me the same question, one right after the other. And me and my sisters often joked that one of us needs to write a book because we've had such a crazy life. But who was going to read it? So we never did it. Well, now I had an audience and somebody who might read it. And I decided I would answer all these questions that I'm constantly being asked. What happened to Sarah? What happened after? Or how did we get on the show? And that was my motivation. And I have to say, it was the most enjoyable thing I've ever done.
Wonderful.
If I recommend to anybody, whether you get it published or not, write a book, write your story, go through and dig deep and dive into that, because the healing that comes from that, the insight that you never really got before, you'll come out of it completely different on the other side.
I agree. I have ghost written the memoirs of several people.
Oh,
My name is not on the book, but there's one person I didn't do any writing. There was a wonderful woman named Nanette Fabre, who was a big Broadway star and TV star. She went to all the trouble of writing a book only for her family, so that her children and grandchildren and great grandchildren would know her true history.
yes, that's awesome.
And it never got published. She didn't let anyone outside the family read it, but she said what you just said. So cathartic and healing for her.
Yes.
So I'm glad to hear it was that for you.
Yes.
I'll have to have you ghostwrite my memoirs then.
I charge a lot of money, but go ahead.
That's okay.
I know we'll work something out, and that's as far as that discussion is going.
Oh boy.
I'm sorry. I'm feeling frisky tonight. Please forgive me. I've had perhaps just a little too much caffeine in my system. And a
Great.
B12 shot. So I'm just yes. Did you ever along the way like consider, gee whiz, what would performing be like if I actually had words to say and could interact with a director like Michael?
More as a later adult. In high school, I was terrified that I'd be put in drama class and put in front of the whole school to do something, and did not want anything to do with it. But as I've gotten older and kind of reached I really don't care so much what other people think, that age where you
Oh yeah, that's
come
wonderful.
over the hill and you're just like, oh, what the heck was I so stressed out about?
Right.
Now it seems interesting to me. If there was ever something to do, there's actually something me and Pam are going to do on stage together for the Strathern event.
Oh, good.
That's exciting. We have a rehearsal right after this, so
Because you're a pretty lady,
well, thank you.
and you speak well. You have a good voice, and you're obviously intelligent.
Oh, I don't know. She came on this show.
Yeah, but she's navigating us pretty well,
Okay,
She is.
or at least me anyway.
but yeah, I think it'd be interesting. I don't know. I wouldn't quit my day job to do it necessarily.
What is your day job?
I'm a heavy equipment operator.
All right.
Get the hell out of here.
So, yep.
Wow.
And I will release the first 14 punchlines that I'm not going to say. How did you get into doing that? Because that's stereotypically not a female thing.
I've always been outdoorsy, but I got tired of my husband making more on unemployment than I did working a full 2 weeks in an office. So it wasn't necessarily manual labor, at least not 100% of the time. And I'm like, well, why can't I do I could learn how to run a machine. So I went and I took the test and I got approved and I passed and accepted. And That was about 9 years ago, 8 or 9 years ago now. So.
Wow.
And are we talking like cherry pickers and caterpillars and forklifts and that kind of stuff? Or?
Yeah, like bulldozers,
Bulldozers and
excavators, backhoes, loaders,
That is so cool.
scrapers, whatever they tell me to get on, that's what I go do.
do you have a favorite? Just out of curiosity.
My favorite is a dozer. That one is really my favorite. I've been missing a scraper lately, but you only miss those for about the first hour. And then you quit on it anymore.
I must really like you, Jennifer, because I've allowed 54 punchlines to just whoosh by us without saying
Now you like
any of them.
walking right into these. What's going on?
Yes, you are.
Oh, yeah, his eyes just keep lighting up like a Christmas tree back there.
But
Should I let him? Now I'm curious.
I'm being respectful. No, I'm going all the way back to heavy equipment operator. Well, your husband is Italian. I mean, you can go that far back in the conversation.
Jesus.
I see. Maybe I won't let him.
Since we have given credit to your husband's Italian background, what is yours?
German, Irish, Jew. I'm a mutt.
No, most of us are mutts.
I think most of us are mutts. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was in my head on. I'll translate, friends. I was looking at you. Oh, Shayna Madel, a pretty girl, Yiddish. It's like she looks Jewish to me.
I do have it's the
No.
The nose. Well, sometimes it could be the Italian too. The Italians have a nose.
That's true. There's no Italian. My daughter's Italian, but yeah.
How is she?
I would hope
How old
so.
is she?
She is 15.
Did she inherit your good looks?
I think she's pretty. Good.
Does she ever think about the business at all?
And she hasn't come out and said anything if she is interested.
Is she interested in your history with it? Is that important to her, or she couldn't care less?
Yeah, she has become friends with a lot of the Little House cast. So whenever there's an event, she very much wants to be there. Her and Charlotte Stewart are very close. Her and Pam Roylance are very close. In fact, she'll disappear for hours with them, and I don't even know where my daughter is, and she's with Charlotte.
Charlotte's a lovely lady.
She is. She's so sweet.
I have an unusual family situation, and I'm a stepfather to my partner's kids, and he was in the industry and locally famous where they grew up. He was a drive time DJ guy. So locally, he was very, very famous. And, I've been doing this for over half a century myself. And so, two famous fathers, and they couldn't care less about show business.
No.
Just has no interest at all.
No, she gets embarrassed when her teachers find out somehow. And she's like, no, I don't want to talk to them. I don't want to tell. No, Mom, I don't want to do that. She's not into it.
My older grandson, when he was in high school, he was a sophomore in high school, comes home one day, Papa, they talked about you in class today. I said, cool. How cool is that? Well, would you like me to come in and talk to the kids? No, stay away from my school.
That's a typical response.
Yeah, absolutely horrified.
Yeah, I didn't take it personally. Just
No.
like being led off away from the front door of the school so they couldn't see what car he was getting out of. Yeah.
Yeah. She hasn't done that to me yet. She wants me to get her as close to that gate as I can.
Yeah, but she also has an Italian father.
Right.
So rules are a little more rigid usually.
Yes.
I think it's wonderful. I think it's wonderful that you've plugged into what makes you happy, what satisfies your soul, as opposed to somebody else's expectations.
Yes, I've done a lot of things, and I don't know if it's the ADD, but I do flit from this. I've stayed with this for quite a while, but I've worked in call centers, waitressing, dishwasher.
See, you are in show business.
Right?
I was in a scrapyard for years. I just kind of try it all until I find something you like. And this is by far the funnest job I've ever had.
Excellent. How long did it take you to write your book?
About 7 months.
And you did it all yourself?
I did it all by myself. I had an editor that I worked with for a minute, but she could never show up to the meetings. So
Ooh, those people.
yeah,
We know those people. There was
I only did it once.
There's a special doll we stick pins into those people.
Yep.
Did it over and over and over again. And so I decided I could just do this by myself. She gave me a lot of good ideas, and I did not have a long period of time to do this because I really wanted to have it printed and in my hands for Simi Valley. And
Self-published?
Self-published.
Excellent.
I didn't want to mess around with any of that. And I also, after talking to Wendy Lou Lee, who played Baby Grace, she did go through a publisher for her first book. And then for her second book, she self-published. And the amount of freedom you have being self-published, and I own it. It's my story. It's my cover. It's my title. They can't take any of it. They don't have control over whether it stays in print or goes out of print.
Yep.
I felt like that was more important to me than to get somebody to pay for it, because it didn't really cost too much money. I mean, unless somebody was going to offer me life-changing money, I didn't see the reason in selling it to them.
Yeah, that doesn't happen anymore in publishing.
So, yeah, I'll do it myself.
Yeah, self-publishing is definitely the way to go.
Especially for people like you and Ben and Jeff, who make their most money, not online, but at events.
Yeah.
To have the books there, and you get to keep all the money, and no one's picking your pockets out of it.
Yes, yes.
People like me, I'm not associated with any one show or anything, so I depend upon Amazon and book signings.
Right.
It's a different paradigm. But yeah, for people who've got a built-in place like that, it's wonderful.
Yeah, it's well paid for itself at this point. So that's the best that I could have hoped for.
Yep.
I also admire that, unless that's just the backdrop,
no,
you have books you read.
I do read.
Yay.
Yay, he says.
What kind of books do you like to read?
I like all kinds of. Most of these are history books.
Nice.
But history is so interesting, and I collect old history books because you can't change what's written in 100 or 200-year-old book, where when you go online, things get a little changed up or pushed to the back. And I like saving the history. I like saving it for future generations. Maybe somebody will value it later.
Yeah. The current younger generation does not seem to have a lot of respect or interest in what came before them. And
no, but when they're older, they will.
I hope so.
I don't know that we cared so much when we were super young.
I did. Always.
Did you? Always?
Always. Was very important to me. What came before? Because I couldn't figure out what was happening now unless I knew, well, how did this happen? Well, you have to go 500 steps backwards.
Yeah.
And it always fascinated me.
See, I've always loved history, but more military history.
Okay. Yes.
I really like the military histories.
I am getting into it the older I get. When I was younger, I really, really liked Egyptian history.
Really?
And ancient history. That was very interesting to me.
Look, because so much of our culture, the world culture, is built on that.
Mm-hmm.
Whether you're talking about Egypt or Israel or Iran or Iraq or name any Middle Eastern country, who we are, it starts there.
Right.
No matter what our backgrounds are.
Yeah. Yep. So that's what I like to do.
Well, I'm proud of you.
Oh, thank you.
Again, younger people don't read.
My daughter doesn't either. I can't. I try to push books in her face and she doesn't want them. Yeah.
So I have 2 3-year-old granddaughters, and they love to be read to.
Uh-huh.
I just hope it stays with them.
Well, if you're reading to them, it should. It should.
Yeah.
He's a very good no.
You know, but then again, they like to go to the events and meet the famous people too, but they have no clue.
That's me at most of these events. I am like living under a rock. I don't know who anybody is. I could be standing next to one of the most famous people in history and I wouldn't even know it.
Yep.
Talking to Steven, half the time I'm like, I have no idea who you're talking about.
And I stand next to famous people and I have to think, did I have sex with them?
Oh, jeez.
Which notch in the post were you? Oh, Jeffrey.
Wow.
I was a wild young man. I've gotten very square in my older age.
Calming it down a little bit.
Well, getting clean and sober calmed it down quite a bit.
That does help. Yeah.
And then when my partner died 7 years ago, I've just become a different person romantically and sexually. Unless it's something substantive, I'm not interested.
Right.
Playtime was nice when I was 19 or 17 or whatever, you know, but now, no.
Something changes the older we get.
Well, hopefully we get wiser. Do you feel, because you're just hitting middle age, do you feel wiser now?
A bit. I wish I had been this focused when I was younger.
Yeah, that's just for all of us. We can't go backwards and fix it.
Yeah, ever since I started doing this stuff with the little house, for the first year or so, we were going like once a month, every 2 weeks. I was in a new city, a new state, and I was like, I have wasted so much of my life doing nothing. And so now I try to make sure that I'm doing something every single day. You know, that there's break days, but like I'm in the garden, I'm traveling to see friends, I'm going places and seeing things and just living, experiencing this life while we're here, because it's one day I may not be able to do anything that I want to do.
True.
So, I agree with you. I've been working since I'm 15, steadily.
Oh, wow.
Actor, singer, writer, comedian, all kinds of stuff. Podcast host. And I work every day. There's no day off. There's no, but the people in my life are very important to me.
Yes.
Because those are the memory. I mean, yes, I can think about, my Emmy Award over my shoulder. Which way is it? There it is over there. Or Grammy or the big show business. Right. But what stays, like, what do I think about as I'm drifting off to sleep? The people. So I make sure I make time for the people.
Right.
Mm-hmm. The fans, the friends,
family. And the family. Well, I don't have any family anymore, but.
Excuse me?
I meant blood family. I humbly apologize, Brother Ben.
I will fly to Palm Springs and bury my foot right up your ass.
Look, if you're going to negotiate.
Oh my gosh.
I just took a punchline from a wonderful, I'll take 1 minute to tell the joke. A big burly truck driver gets into a car accident with a slightly effeminate gay man who's driving a convertible. And they get out of the car, and the slightly effeminate gay man is carrying on and drama and the truck drivers had enough and said, "Look, shut your mouth or I'll shove my fist up your ass." And the gay man goes, "Oh no, I'm not settling out of court." And we just lost Ben entirely out of frame.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, Jeffrey. What does that have to do with Little House on the Prairie?
He was talking about.
I'm just saying, Little House on the Prairie was known for its morals.
I could have sworn before we got started, you told Jennifer, this is just like friends sitting in the backyard.
It is.
Well,
it is.
This is me talking in the backyard.
Christ. Help us.
Oh, I like this. I like this show, though. I like this.
Well, thank you.
It's not
We love
stuck
having
up.
you.
I like it.
You know, well, the way we look at it is if somebody really wants to know those questions that people walk up and ask, they can go back and watch 400 other episodes where you've been interviewed answering that same question over and over.
There are some,
you know,
that way, yes.
So we want to know other stuff. Like, you like to drive bulldozers. I mean, like, that is so fucking cool. You know what I mean? And you like history. I mean, these are different things that a lot of fans wouldn't normally find out because they want to know, well, how did you get cast? Right. Well, did you connect with all these people after the fact? How many times did you get dropped on set? You know, things like that. It's just, yeah.
I'm going to try to not be offended by that one.
I had to. I couldn't resist.
And he makes fun of me.
No, folks, she never got dropped. It was always the doll.
You mentioned something in the conversation a while ago. We just let zoom by us. You're going to be performing at this function?
Yes. Allison.
Are you allowed to talk about it, or is it a secret?
I don't really know.
You don't know what you're doing, or you don't know if it's a secret?
Well, I don't know if it's a secret. I have
but
to
if
talk
folks come to this thing, they're going to see you performing in some fashion.
Yes.
Cool.
Allison's having like they called it a variety show, but I think they're trying to come up with a better name for it. But basically,
Little House on the Vaudeville.
There you go.
You may use that.
Okay. Got it.
Or Little Vaudeville on the Prairie. Maybe that's better. I don't know.
Hey, that might work. That might work, Steven. Steven's doing all the signage, I think, for this. So if he is watching.
No, I'm crazy about Steven. He's just a wonderful, talented man. I mean, and just personally, he's just a lovely human being.
Yes. Yes. I met him at the beginning of the planning for the Simi Valley. So it's been a couple years now.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about Stephen Wishnoff. Look him up because you will enjoy everything he does.
Absolutely. Yeah. So it's going to be a surprise, but me and Pam are doing something together.
That's cool. Wonderful. That's wonderful.
So again, folks, we mentioned it at the beginning of the show. This is the 50th anniversary reunion, the last one for the year. Simi Valley, December 12th through 14th. All the information is in the show notes, up above, down below, to the left, to the right, depending on where you watch or listen to us. As well as Jennifer's information, that is all there as well. Links to her memoir, links to her personal pages that she allows you to see. So, yeah. It's that
Jennifer, the folks that are showing up to see you guys do the 50th, will there be an opportunity for them to get autographs and things?
Yes, there's a meet and greet for all 3 days.
And I'm sure your book will be on sale there as well.
Yes, and it's actually cheaper to get it from me than it is to get it from Amazon. Even if you go to my Square account, it is cheaper, and the shipping's always included. So Amazon doesn't pay very well, so I try not to.
I'm hip, baby. I'm hip.
The big difference, because our books are on Amazon, Barnes and Noble, but we want people to come to the show to get them. The biggest difference between the two folks is, you can buy it on Amazon, but if you go to the show, you can have it personalized.
I will sign it for free. It comes with the book.
Look at that. So,
and I'm glad you said for free, because some of our friends go to these functions and they charge.
So normally, I know the other people who've written books. I don't know about Dean or Allison, but like me and Wendy, if you've bought our books from Amazon, we'll sign it for you if you bring it. But so other people might charge for it. I think they're trying to streamline it.
There are people who charge to have an autograph taken with them.
Yes.
I mean, like $100, Mario Lopez, who rip off their fans. You know,
I cannot imagine anybody paying that much for my autograph.
No.
So no.
Jeff and I my business partner Jeff and I are the same way when we're doing events. If they buy our book or the TV series, DVDs, or whatever we have, we do not charge for the signature.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's just, you know,
You
because
bought
without
my book. Thank you.
well, without those fans, none of us, the three of us, and everybody else out there that's in that category wouldn't be there.
Right.
The only time I grit teeth a little bit is when a fan shows up in person with like 6 books.
Yeah.
Oh, don't put my name. Just sign your autograph and
What are you
date.
doing with these?
And then you know that tomorrow they're going to be on eBay for $175.
Have you ever thought
Well,
about
that-
selling your own stuff on eBay?
Have I filed my own stuff? Absolutely.
No. Have you thought of selling your own stuff?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I have not. I'm like, if you're really selling it for that, maybe I should start posting some stuff.
So really quick, interesting story. When we released our first comic book, which is pulled from the first novel, we were called The Toking Dead instead of Toking with the Dead. We had a 2.5-year trademark dispute with AMC, Robert Kirkman, The Walking Dead, the whole 9 yards. It was David versus Goliath kind of bullshit. Long story short, we sign all those. There's only 2,500 in existence. So we were at an event last year and somebody came up and they bought, 3 or 4 of them. And then they showed us online that they had it graded and it was selling for $4,500. So I said, okay. I signed a few of them. We put them online for $100.
Well done.
Very good.
So yes,
Got back down to
yes.
earth.
Yeah, it's like come on now. But yeah, you're right. Selling your own stuff on eBay, things like that. I mean, people will pay a little more for it, especially like some of our viewers are from overseas. There's no way that they could get to Simi Valley. There's no way they could get to, the West Coast or the Midwest to potentially have that signature.
Right,
So
right.
they would pay a little extra
Yes.
to have it done.
Right.
The other thing I do that maybe you could do too is you get book plates. And for someone who's already bought your book but
Right.
doesn't want to pay for shipping back and forth, you can personalize a book plate and they just paste that inside the front cover of the book and there
Yes.
you go.
Dean does that. I could do that.
Yeah.
I don't get too many cries out from people trying to get their book signed. So
Not yet.
You will now.
that would
Hopefully.
be that would be
Hopefully.
A lot of eyes are on this show, whether you're watching it live or later.
wonderful.
Believe me, you just made a whole bunch of new friends.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah. We broadcast live on 32 platforms simultaneously
wow.
worldwide. And then Saturday, this will go out at 4:20 in the afternoon on every major podcast platform around the world. So there's 19 of them.
So
Yeah.
basically almost 2 million people have a chance.
I'm not going to think about all those people.
Jennifer, they love the show and they love you for being on the show. So they're all friends. They're all happy.
Okay.
Wow.
What?
It just got really quiet.
No, because both of us were thinking of a question at the same time. What? You must have asked. I mean, you're so young, meaning at 42 these days is like 30. You've hardly really gotten into the big shank of your life. What is your vision? What would you like to see Jennifer doing 5 or 10 years from now?
I've been thinking a lot about that lately, and I'm not sure. I don't know what's next. What do I do next? I've thought of writing. There's more books that I would like to write, even fiction.
Cool.
But being my work in construction, I'm working 10-hour days, usually an hour or more away from the house. So by the time I get home, there's no time for being creative and writing anything. So
That is not true, because I also work in construction, but I build houses.
Ah,
So I've been doing carpentry now for 37, 38 years.
Okay. You go onto any of my socials and you see I've been building a greenhouse in the backyard. Do not judge me.
I would never judge you for that. But I also do 10 to 12-hour days, depending on where the job site is. So sometimes I travel an hour. There's times where, believe it or not, I'm traveling to a different state to do work for people.
Gosh.
But I always find a little bit of time every day to write.
And he's being a little humble here. Write his comic books. Produce. We have another podcast, the two of us do. He's my producer where we play Ella Fitzgerald's music. And I talk about, because I've written a couple of books about Ella. And there's another one besides that he's produced for me. So he's constantly working. And I don't know where he finds the energy, but he does.
I don't either. I just look good on the camera, and then when I shut it off, I go upstairs and I go.
And he's a husband and a father and a grandfather, and he's
you are Allison.
Yeah, Allison is. I've never figured out how Allison does what she does, because it's global. It's not like we're here and globally people are watching us. Right. Allison is global, traveling everywhere.
The only thing I can say is that when she's done, she's done. When the event's over and it's time to go, she's in bed. She knows that she needs to go lay down or she needs to rest, and that was enough.
I do the same thing.
That's part and parcel, I think. If you've ever toured with a show or had a singing tour or a comedy tour, you learn the fun is on stage, but you got to get yourself well nutritionally and well rested, and otherwise you ain't going to make it.
Right.
No.
Right.
Jeff and I were like that. Go ahead.
No, she just takes very good care of herself while we're out and about.
Yeah, and she has a wonderful husband who takes wonderful care of her.
I love Bob.
For the first 2 years, we would go to the after parties. We would hang out in the. I don't drink, but we would hang out in the bar area till 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Now everybody's like, "Oh, you're gonna come to sit and chat," and I'm like, "Dude, it's 8:05. It's 5 minutes past my fucking bedtime."
Exactly, 8 o'clock. We're done.
Ethel Merman used to talk about being in a Broadway show, 8 performances a week, like being a nun who takes the veil. You can't look at anything else. You can't think about anything else. You sleep all day. You get up in time to have a nutritious meal. You warm up your voice. You're in the theater. You give everything. You eat something and you get back into bed and do it tomorrow. And the next day after that, it's 2 shows. So there's no wildness. You can't do that and last.
No. When I first started doing this with them, I would want to stay up and we were talking. We talk so much, this group. My husband has come and is just like, I don't even know how you guys understand what anybody's saying. Like everybody's interrupting each other. Everybody's changing the story. And we will go for hours this way. We have to force ourselves now to just be like, I'm going to bed and we will continue in the morning.
What does your husband do for a living?
He's also a heavy equipment operator.
So he kind of helped you get into this, or you helped him get into it?
He gave me the idea. So I still had to go take the test. I still had to hold my own job. I still had to learn how to do everything. So he gave me the idea, but there was no backdoor sneak me in kind of thing. So I did it by myself.
Congratulations.
You should be very proud of yourself.
Yeah.
I am. My dad is proud of me. That was
yay.
That got his attention.
Yeah. You don't see many females doing heavy equipment.
Not too many. I mean, certainly not as many as the men. But I have there's probably about 10 of us running around. And it's always fun when we get on the same job. I've been on jobs where we were the whole crew. It was all women. Those were fun.
And those were the jobs that were done right.
I was still an apprentice back then, so who knows? I'm sure
I was just getting brownie points. That's all I was doing.
There you go.
My friends who are close to my age, when we talk about women, there's almost always an agreement. Now, we're not talking physically, but the agreement is women are stronger than men.
Well,
Yeah.
honestly, yeah, and physically, there are some men that I am stronger than.
Yeah, I know.
There's still a lot that I am not. But I think, like, for me being an operator, they told me in the beginning, they're like, women do make really good operators because, and in a lot of the trades, because we have to prove something, not so much prove it, but we're under more scrutiny. They already think that we can't do it. So we're going to pay more attention. We're going to try harder. We're going to show up more. Where, an 18-year-old kid shows up and he's just like, I don't really care. Like, I'll just go get it. Where the women are a little bit more concerned about getting it right so that you can't hold anything against us. We're going to do it the right way.
And many, many, many women do that and go home and cook and clean and raise children and go to PTA meetings and.
Yes.
Where traditionally men went to work, they came home, and they were done.
I often joke, I need a wife. I need a wife to stay at home. Can cook and do all these things for me when I get home.
Do you enjoy domestic things or not really?
I do. I don't like when there's little mess makers coming behind me undoing everything I've done. That really takes the motivation out of it.
Besides your husband and your daughter, are there other mess makers in your house?
We have 4 dogs and 2 cats. The cats are pretty clean. They don't make much of a, they want to get fed, but that's about it. Mm-hmm. But the dogs are constantly tracking mud in, and there's hair everywhere, and one of them, they act like they're street dogs and starving, but they will dig into the trash can. If you don't put that lid back on, they have drug everything out of that trash can all over the dining room, looking for scraps of something. Mm-hmm. So between the 3 of us, someone almost daily doesn't leave that lid on. So you're picking up all the trash and you're sweeping and you're mopping and it's exhausting.
I'll bet.
Yeah. Wait till you have grandkids.
Well, with my husband, there are 11 grandchildren.
Oh.
Yeah. There's already quite a few. They are trying to I think. Yeah. They don't come over too much. A lot of them have moved out of state now. So there's only 3 here. I think there's only 3 here. My husband has 5 children. We lost one.
I'm so sorry.
He has kids, babies coming out of everywhere. They're taking over.
His eyes just went.
He got so excited, and he was like, "I can't."
Nope. Not one thing. Not one thing I was thinking was appropriate. Not one.
And that has stopped you never.
Oh,
how old is your husband?
He is 51.
Still very young to have.
I'm going to be in so much trouble because
I wasn't going to say that. Just young to have so many grandchildren. There are a lot of people who are 50 who don't have any yet.
Yeah, well, he started young, and all of his kids were about a year and a half, not much more than a year apart, and they're all grown now. So I think he just told me his oldest one is 31. How did this happen? She can't be 31.
Well,
how does this happen?
In school, usually in 8th grade, they start to teach you how those things happen.
Yeah. How we get so old? How did everybody get so old all of a sudden?
We fell asleep and woke up.
Jennifer, this July, I became a great grandfather.
Oh, congratulations!
How did that happen?
Oh, right, because you're not old enough for that.
Well, because my oldest grandson didn't know how to keep it in his pants. That's how it happened.
Yes. Yeah.
So teenage pregnancy and
Oh.
and because I know that they never ever watch my shows, he and the mother of the child name their boy Salem Ann. So we're counting the 5.5 years to this kid's first getting beaten up after school.
I almost just spit my drink out.
Salem Ann, because it's cool.
Salem's cool, but Anne?
Yeah.
Anne, Salem Ann.
Well, the mother is transitioning to be a transgender male.
Okay.
So the family plan is that they're going to have two fathers and this child. And I don't judge that. That's their business. But Salem Ann, think of the child. When you're naming a child, folks, from all of us here, when you're naming a child, think of the child, not what's cool. Because the child has to live with it the rest of their lives.
That is true. I like Salem. Maybe they'll just shorten it and just stick with Salem.
Or Sal.
Or Sal.
Even Lem.
Lemmy.
Yeah.
But otherwise, it sounds like Sailor Man or something. Sailor Man.
Yeah.
Where did they get that? Do you know what the inspiration was?
No, but it sounds like a prostitute who works near the Navy.
Jesus. No, not gonna say it.
Oh,
Not gonna say it. Not gonna say it. Oh,
you know what? My mom didn't like my daughter's name either.
What's your daughter's name?
Aslan.
Spell it, please.
Azlynn. And she thought for sure kids would make fun of her.
And did they?
No.
Cool.
No. But this was also the time when everybody was Jaden and Aiden and all the funny names started coming out. And so we couldn't give her a plain name.
They did a wonderful sketch years ago on Saturday Night Live. And the guy who was the host of In Living Color was the host that week. And he's a like at a school playground. And he's telling kids what to do. Chlamydia, get off of the bars, and just all these names that no one should be called to make fun of the current fad of using names like that.
Yeah. You have to be careful. That was the reaction my mom. I could have named her that. And that was the way my mom was responding to it. She was just like, you know, we were all very traditional names. Jennifer, Emily, Sarah, Abigail. What's Aslan?
right.
I like it.
I like it too.
I think it's a pretty name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Her father wanted her to have a princess, a name that sounded like a princess. He's very Disney, so he wanted to make sure.
Want to call her Mulan? I mean,
right? No, an original princess can't be one that already exists.
Yeah. So there.
I think Princess Jennifer is a very pretty name.
Oh. He's trying to get points now.
Now he's getting the brownie points.
Now, I think Jennifer, unfortunately for you, we like you.
Why is that unfortunate? I think I like you guys too.
I know, it was a joke.
Do this again.
The liking part wasn't the joke. The unfortunate part was the joke.
Oh.
So just, we think you're swell.
Oh, I like you guys too.
Swell?
Swell.
Yes.
She's fabulous.
You
Simply
said that.
marvelous.
I did not.
Anything
I do
but
not
swell.
use sibilant S's.
Swell. Anyways, folks, we are a little bit over time. We don't want to keep Jennifer too long because, you know, she's probably got to clean up the trash
Well,
by now.
we'll go see.
Shout outs to Nikki Daly and Keegan Kimball. Thanks for being with us.
I brought them up on the screen already.
I'm just
saying.
Thanking.
What about Jeff Holman? He was.
I already said hello to Jeff. I didn't say you did anything wrong. I'm just being nice.
I'm just saying. So, anyways, with that being said, Mr. Mark, any last questions for our amazing guest?
I honestly don't have a question, but I'm telling you, Jennifer, your persona, how you look, how you speak, is so pleasant
Thank you.
that if you decided you wanted to work, I would encourage you.
I
I
think
mean,
it'd
in
be
our
fun.
business.
I like trying new stuff, and that's something I have not done. So I think it would be interesting to.
And it has been a pleasure having you with us on Still Token With.
I mean, I have to agree with what Jeffrey Mark said. I would never in a million years have guessed that you just love driving the dozer. Never in a million years.
Have you seen those things? Doesn't it
Yeah.
look? Doesn't it?
I
look
want to
like
rent one just so I can push something over because it just looks like it's
They
so
are
much fun.
everything? All of it is very fun. Very fun.
I don't generally ask a last question because Jeff Holman's here and he'll ask a question. But I'm going to ask you something. We know you like history. We know, we've learned a little bit more than normal tonight. But is there something that you really geek out about? What, like, that nobody would know?
Well, some people know. I am a huge Star Trek fan.
Ooh.
Like, I love it. That is for all the fans of Little House who say that they are obsessed with the show, they watch it all the time, they grew up with it. That's Star Trek.
Which series?
All of them. Enterprise is not, but The Next Generation, Voyager, Deep Space Nine, even the new stuff, the Strange New Worlds.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of. They're doing a really good job with that one.
What about TOS?
I have jumped back to that a little bit, which is really fun because you start to see all the reference, all the material, like things that just, I thought they just came up with that for this. No, they were throwing it back to the original series. So that I am a big Trekkie fan.
If you like have you seen the fan ones on like YouTube, like Star Trek Continues?
Some of them, yes. Some of them, yes. I
check out Star Trek Continues. That's
really good.
That's done by Vic Mignogna. Who's Vic Mignogna is a very famous voice actor from Dragon Ball Z and multiple other things. He played Broly on Dragon Ball Z. But him and Gigi Edgley from Farscape, she's in it.
Yes, have you met her? She's lovely.
Oh yes, yeah.
I have to go say hi.
We actually toured with Vic and Gigi and quite a few other people for about a year and a half.
Oh, really? That was another show. I was just floored when they canceled it. The Farscape. I loved that. I thought that was such a cool show. And it was,
right. So there you go, folks. She's a Trekkie.
I am.
She's a Trekkie.
No, she's a Trekker. Respect.
Trekker. I don't know what's the difference.
The people involved with Star Trek decided that Trekkies sounded like it was a put down. So those who just live for the show are Trekkers.
Trekkers. I will answer to both.
Take out the E out of you. Now you're a trucker. Just saying.
And if you involve your mother,
you're a mother trucker. On
right,
that note,
last double entendre of the evening. Go. Ask your question, sir.
I already asked it.
No, your next question.
I don't have it. Oh, the last question of the show, which is this one here.
Yes.
So, Jennifer, where do you like interacting with your fans and friends on the social medias?
I am on both Facebook and TikTok, and I kind of bounce between the two of them.
Okay. Simple answer. See that, folks? Very simple. It's in the show notes.
My name up, you'll find me.
It's in the show notes.
There you go. Perfect.
Mr. Jeffrey Mark.
Facebook, Jeffrey Mark, spelled as it is underneath me over here. If you're only listening, it's GEOFFREYMARK. Same name, Showbiz, all one word on Instagram. LinkedIn at Jeffrey Mark. You'll find me, just like she said, Google me. You'll find me everywhere.
She
And
likes it when you Google him.
I do. And hey, we do have other shows. So if you like me and you like Ben, Ben produces a show called Jeffrey Mark Plays Ella, GPE, where every week, released on Sunday mornings. Every week Sunday mornings, yes, or Saturday mornings?
Sunday
mornings, in time for brunch. I play Ella Fitzgerald's music on a theme and give you insider stories. I've written 2 books about her. I worked with her at the end of her career, helping her choose her music for her concerts. You'll have a great time. We have a special 5-episode arc. GBE presents Jeffrey Mark Plays Merman. So it's Ethel Merman's Broadway stuff, all the same jazz. So if you like all that stuff, you'll find those things on the same channels and platforms and places that you're finding our show. And we encourage you to be with us every single week.
So as far as us, stilltoking.com. Just go to stilltoking.com, as Jeff would say. Everything you want to know is there. All our social media links, all these amazing shows, all 6 seasons coming into the 7th season are archived there. They're archived pretty much anywhere that this is running live. Let's see. Next week. No, what? Oh, man, I just knocked all my pens on the floor. Boo! We are here next week with Stan Ivar talking about Little House on the Prairie again, but on our regular night. I thought it was an off night, but it's not. That's why I mentioned it. Oh, well.
Next Wednesday at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific.
Yeah. So want to thank Jennifer for taking time out of bulldozing shit down to hang out with us tonight and talk Little House. Remember, folks, December 12th through the 14th, Simi Valley, the 50th anniversary of Little House on the Prairie cast.
Be there or be square.
Go out, have some fun, meet the cast, and all that fun jazz. But in all seriousness, we want to thank all our veterans and first responders for doing what you do, so people like us can come up here and do what we do. Stay safe. We'll see you next week. We're out.
God bless and have a happy.